Hey, you. Yeah, you. Let me ask you something real quick. If your best friend was having a bad day, what would you say to them? You're stupid? You always mess up? Why can't you get anything right? Of course not. You tell them it's okay. You're doing your best. You've got this. Now here's the real question. Why don't you talk to yourself like that? Why is it that when you mess up, you're so quick to beat yourself down? This video, or better yet, this moment, is your wake-up call. It's time to flip the script. It's time to treat yourself like someone you love. Because let's be honest, most of us treat strangers better than we treat ourselves. So if you're someone who wants to improve your mindset, practice your English daily, and build a life you're proud of, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Here's a strange truth. Most people believe that self-love is selfish, that if you start taking care of yourself, you're being self-centered or narcissistic. But think about it. When the airplane is going down, who do they tell you to put the oxygen mask on first? Yourself. Why? Because if you pass out, you can't help anybody else. Let's break it down. From the time we were kids, many of us were taught to put others first. That's not a bad thing. Empathy and kindness are beautiful. But what they didn't teach us is balance. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're working a full-time job. You're taking care of your family and trying to be there for your friends. But you haven't slept properly in a week. You haven't had a moment to breathe. Someone asks for a favor, and instead of saying, "I need rest," you say, "Sure, I'll do it." You're burning out, and deep inside, you're frustrated, not because of them, but because you never gave yourself permission to say no. We treat self-care like it's an option, like something we can get around to someday. But the truth is, self-care is survival. Loving yourself is the foundation of everything else. If you don't take care of yourself, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you'll always be running on empty. And when your tank is empty, everything feels heavier than it should.
All right, let's get practical. How do you start treating yourself like someone you love? Because, let's be honest, saying love yourself sounds nice on an Instagram post. But what does it really look like on a random Tuesday when you're tired, anxious, and don't feel like getting out of bed? Here's where we start. Step 1. Watch your self-talk. Imagine if someone followed you around all day saying the things you say to yourself. You're lazy. You're not good enough. No one cares about you. Would you let them stay in your life? Probably not. So why let that voice live rent-free in your head? Try this. Next time you make a mistake, talk to yourself like you would to a child you love. Kind, patient, forgiving. This doesn't mean you ignore your flaws. It means you correct yourself with compassion, not cruelty. Step 2. Set micro boundaries. Self-love isn't just about bubble baths and journaling. It's about saying, I won't answer work emails after 8 p.m. I'm not available to everyone all the time. No is a complete sentence. Boundaries aren't walls. They're fences with gates. They let the good in and the bad out. Treating yourself like someone you love means protecting your time, your energy, and your peace. Step 3. Keep small promises to yourself. Here's the deal. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's built by doing what you say you'll do, even if it's tiny. If you say, I'll go for a walk today, and you do it, you're proving to yourself that your word means something. Start small. Drink water. Make your bed. Stretch for 5 minutes. Each little promise is like a brick, and brick by brick, you build self-respect. Let me tell you a story. There's this guy I know. Let's call him Sam. Sam's smart, funny, caring, but also a total perfectionist. Every time he made a mistake, even a small one, he'd spiral. One day, he forgot to send an email, just one email, and he spent 3 hours beating himself up. He told me, "I can't believe I forgot. I'm so dumb." So I asked him, "If I forgot to send an email, would you say I'm dumb?" He paused, then laughed. Of course not. Exactly. Most of us give grace to others that we deny ourselves. Now, here's the funny part. We'll go through an entire day being productive, being helpful, showing up, and then we forget one little thing, and suddenly we act like the whole day was a failure. That's like baking a full cake, forgetting to sprinkle a few chocolate chips on top, and throwing the whole cake in the trash. Stop throwing your cake in the trash. Here's a motivational reminder. You are a whole human being, not a machine. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to change your mind. You're not lazy just because you needed a break. You're not behind because you didn't follow someone else's timeline. Self-love is not a reward you earn when you're perfect. It's a practice you show up for, especially when you're struggling. Let's wrap this up. If there's one thing you take from this video, let it be this. Start treating yourself like someone you love, not like someone you tolerate, not like someone you have to fix, not like someone who's not enough yet, but like someone you genuinely care about. Because you are the only person you will be with for the rest of your life. So, what does it look like starting today? Speak kindly to yourself. Rest without guilt. Set boundaries without apologies. Keep promises to yourself no matter how small. And remind yourself that progress is better than perfection. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. And the relationship you have with yourself is the one that affects everything else. So be patient, be consistent, and don't give up on yourself, ever. Because someone out there needs you. Someone looks up to you. But most importantly, you need you. If you enjoyed this episode and you want more daily motivation, self-growth talk, and even a way to improve your English day by day, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment and tell me one small way you're going to treat yourself better this week. We're building a community of people who grow together, one step, one lesson, one day at a time. This is your journey, and I'm honored to be part of it. Take care of yourself. Talk soon.